course you'd come here. Your son is here.
My what?
Well, I meant, Brooke always said that she wished Jamie was, your son.
No, you didn't. You looked me in the eye and you said, I want to be with my son. My son, those were your exact words.
You misunderstood.
No, I didn't. Dixie, don't lie to me. Am I a father? Is that baby mine?
Would Brooke have told you?
I don't care what Brooke did or didn't tell me. I want the truth, and I want it from you now. Dixie, is that my boy? Come on, no more lies. Jamie's my son, isn't he? Isn't he? Dixie, you gotta help me with this. I mean, I'm playing with a major handicap here. Is Jamie just some other detail that I forgot about?
Talk to Brooke.
I don't want to talk to Brooke. I want to talk to you. You tell the truth.
So does Brooke.
Does she? Obviously, she was never going to say a word about it.
I'm sure she was going to.
Are you kidding? She told me everything about parents that I couldn't remember. She couldn't stop talking about the true love I could barely remember. And when it came to Jamie, she would just clam up. Finally, something makes sense. What is wrong with me? I forgot my own son. My kid. How could I forget my own child?
You never knew.
What?
You didn't forget about your son. You never knew.
What do you mean, she just didn't tell me she was pregnant?
No, I mean, she couldn't.
That's why it never came up in conversation, because she simply didn't want me to know.
No, she couldn't tell you because she didn't know.
What do you mean she didn't know?
Ted, you didn't find out that she was pregnant until the day of your memorial service. She couldn't tell you because you were gone.
Well, I'm back. Why hasn't she said anything?
I don't know.
My God. Jamie's my son.
Ted, just wait a second, okay? Look, I'm sure that Brooke never meant any harm by this. I'm sure she was going to tell you. Ted, just wait a minute.
I just realized, Dixie doesn't know about Jamie. She doesn't realize that Ted doesn't know about him.
What? Oh, heaven forbid that Dixie should spill the beans. You know, Brooke, not telling Tad about Jamie was the sanest decision you've made since you brought him back here. The best thing for you and for the child is if he should remain blissfully ignorant until the end of time.
You know, that's ridiculous. I'm going to tell him. I'm just waiting for the right time. I think I'm going to warn Dixie.
Would you excuse us, Phoebe? There's something that Brooke and I need to discuss.
What a pity. We were just sitting down to dinner.
Keep it warm.
Aunt Phoebe, please, would you leave us alone?
Very well. Just remember, I am only one small scream away.
Dixie told you.
Yeah. I'm sorry I spoiled your little secret.
It wasn't a secret.
What would you call it?
I was going to tell you, Ted. I wanted to wait for the right time.
When? When was the time going to be so right?
I didn't know.
In California, you showed me a picture of our son and my mother. When I was asking you questions about that little boy, didn't it strike you that the time was right?
I just thought that there were so many things that you were dealing with that...
That I what? That I would freak out? I would lose it because I found out that I had a little boy?
When you and I first saw each other again, you were burying Nola. And then you found out that she wasn't your mother. You didn't remember very much. Basically, I was a stranger to you at that point. How do you think you would have felt if I told you we had a child?
I don't know. But I sure as hell wish that I'd been given the chance to find out.
I just thought it was too much.
What about when you selectively refreshed my memory about our relationship? What was wrong with then?
Because then we couldn't find Dixie, and you ran away to New York to find her. I
want to hear you say it. I want to hear the words come out of your mouth. Brooke, who is Jamie's father?
You are. Dad, I didn't know I was pregnant until you thought that you were dead.
I know. Dixie told me all about it. Nice of her to fill me in, don't you think?
I'm sorry.
She even tried to cover for you. I don't know why. For the life of me, Brooke, I can't figure that out. Why? Why, in all of the heart-to-heart talks we had, why in all of the barrage of words, couldn't you mention that I had a son? That I was Jamie's father, for God's sake?
There were so many things hitting you all at the same time.
Dixie knew.
Yes.
How did she take the news?
She came to terms with it eventually.
That picture, the one of Opal and Jamie, my mother knew too?
Yes.
Do all of my parents know they have a grandson?
We thought you were dead. I thought they had the right to know.
What about Palmer? Or Jackson? Or Aunt Phoebe? Or Langley? What about the mailman? Tell me if I'm leaving anybody out. I mean, does the whole town know?
What can I say, Ted? You weren't here. It took me a long time to tell your family. I didn't even tell them till Jamie was born.
When were you going to tell me? When our son graduated from college?
Oh,
What I can't believe, what I just can't believe is that nobody said a word to me. Not once. What the hell did you do? Did you swear the entire town to secrecy? Must have taken a lot of legwork, Brooke, or did you simply take out a full-page ad in your magazine?
Ted, please. You have to understand. These last 2 years, it's been only Jamie and I.
What's that supposed to mean? Huh? What, are you bothered that I'm the father? You think that I'm going to warp our son in some way?
No.
No, tell me the truth, Brooke. I can take it. Believe me, don't try to spare my feelings because they're already shot to hell. You're sorry it happened, aren't you? That's the real story.
No, I'm not sorry.
Well, I am. Right now, I'm sorry I ever laid eyes on you.
Susan, it's Dixie. How's Junior? Oh, that's great. You didn't have to take him out to dinner. Is he awake? I'll come over and get him in a minute. Oh, he did? No, that's okay. I just got in and I didn't have a chance to look upstairs yet. Okay. Thanks a lot, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
I was never, ever sorry about Jamie or that you were his father. That's the truth. It was a miracle.
Why? Because I was so conveniently out of the picture?
No. Never, Ted. Don't ever think that. I couldn't have children. That's what the doctors told me. I lost my daughter. I lost you. And then somehow there was Jamie. You gave me a son.
It's a hell of a going away present.
I used to, when I was carrying Jamie, I would think about telling you and how you would react, and I would imagine how it would be if you were there when he was born.
I don't understand. You used to fantasize about telling me when I wasn't around, but now that I'm here, you couldn't mention one word? Is it me, Brooke? Is there something so wrong with me? Was Tad Martin such a loser? Is it that I just don't measure up? Is that it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I just wanted the right time. I know there were chances. I know that. I wanted to tell you, Tad. I wanted to tell you so many times. I was just scared. I wanted you to know Jamie first. To hold him, to watch him play. I mean, he's the most wonderful, brightest child in the world. And I wanted you to know that first. Before I forced him on you.
You should have told me.
I guess I just wanted you to know. I guess I just wanted you to look at him and see that grin that he gets. It's exactly like yours. I just wanted you to see that. Just that you just be able to tell.
You should have told me. Damn it, Brookie, you should have said something.
I don't care what you're going through. You don't talk to Brooke like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, it makes sense.
Roberts on Action News tonight at 5, 6, and 11.
Tad, please.
The other night, I busted in on you two. It was almost on. He was there, and you acted like nothing was going on.
Because nothing was.
Edwin and I were up late talking.
About what? Other ways to keep me out of Jamie's life? Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, Brooke, but this is my only boy. Unless, of course, there's something else you forgot to mention. Unless I've got an entire brood running around Pine Valley somewhere.
Would you give her a break?
Why? Why should I? I can't take anything for granted anymore. What if there's some crucial part of my life that you two would put on a list of taboo subjects that you made up. Huh? A wife, 2 wives, another mother.
You know everything now.
What were you going to tell my son? That Edmund was his father? I guess it's understandable, right? I mean, who would want to burden a small child with the fact that his father was such a loser?
All right, that's it.
Well,
That's enough.
News for you, Edmund. There's no way in hell I am walking away from a boy that I brought into this world. Maybe that's something the old Tad would have done, but not this one.
Yeah, well, the new Tad is acting like a jerk.
Oh, well, forgive me. How rational do you think you would be if somebody tried to take away your boy?
Do you have any idea what Brooke has been through? Do you? Her life has been wrenched inside out. But always, her primary concern was you.
You could have fooled me.
Yeah, well, that's because you're an idiot. Now, she had so much bad news to tell you. She had to weigh it step by step. Will this hurt him? How much? Can he handle this shock? Now, you might have had a mixed-up life for the last 2 years, but I'll tell you, nothing compared to what Brooke went through.
Edmund, please.
No. He's got to hear this. He's got to hear this. While you are out west, you're in California, you're lapping up the sunshine, you're drinking Chardonnay, you're figuring out new ways to spend your fortune. And of course, you had Nola with you.
Edmund, don't you say one word against Nola.
No, I liked Nola. I liked your mom, okay? She was great. I saw her in action. I also know that she did everything in her power to give you everything you ever wanted.
Why not? She thought I was her son.
I think that's bull, and you know it. It was a fantasy that she made for both of you. It was a dreamland. And meanwhile, Brooke, she's home. She's alone. She's grieving.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, well, at least think about giving a little credit where credit is due.
Edmund, please.
No, you brought him home. You brought him home to his family and his friends, and you put his life together without giving him brain damage. Hell, you even raised Jamie for him. Don't you think that deserves at least a little thank you? Maybe even a little courtesy? Wait, what about Jamie, huh? I mean, did you ever think about his name? Where that comes from? Do you remember your middle name, huh? Thaddeus James. Now, why would Brooke name her son after a man she wants to forget? You should be down on your knees thanking her for giving Jamie a happy home life.
Edmund, you're not being fair.
No, he's got all the facts right now. You let him deal with it. Now, I don't know about the old Tad, but if this is how the new Tad deals with hearing that he's a father, you're better off without him.
Tad.
Well, you know how your mom and daddy went to court today. Well, a wonderful and amazing thing happened. Your father told the judge that he thought it would be a wonderful idea if we all went back to the way we were before. You know, you lived here and we just visited your daddy a whole lot. Do you know what the judge said? He said that he thought that would be the most brilliant idea he ever heard.
Is that terrific or what?
Yay! So hopefully, your mommy and daddy won't fight anymore. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Give me a big hug, because I really need one. Oh, that's good. See, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Yeah. And the judge also said that you and I, we can go over and get your stuff from Daddy's any old time we want to. We can stay here forever and ever and ever and ever. And Brian, too?
Well, that's not up to the judge, buddy. Give your mom a kiss goodnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, sweetheart. Oh, you're a good boy. Okay, now, go. Sleep. Sleep well. Dream. Okay? And don't stay up too late, because tomorrow is a school day.
I can tell everyone you and Brian are married.
Okay, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
You're better off without him.
I knew I'd screwed up your life before. I wanted to avoid a repeat performance. I'm not home.
Mr. Orsini, is that you?
Go away.
Yes, Stephen.
And Galen Henderson, your mother's attorney? I've been trying to track you down. It's about your mother's, Nola Orsini's will.
Just a minute. Nola Orsini. Patron saint of perfect time. How you doing, Ted?
Tad.
Oh, well, Ted is just hunky-dory, but I'm afraid Tad has seen better days. Come on in.
So, how's that noggin of yours? Any more headaches?
No, I'm fine. Listen, I hope I don't seem rude, but I'd like to make this short and sweet. I'd just like to hear what my mother's last wishes were.
Well, except for some very generous bequests to servants and various charities, the vineyard and all of Nola's personal holdings are yours.
You're a lucky man, bud.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's all well and good, except for one thing. I'm not Ted Orsini.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? My mother made out her last will, and Nola made out her last will and testament with the assumption that I was her son, and I'm not.
But Nola took care of everything, just in case. She was very precise in her wording. The Orsini vineyard and estate was left specifically to the man known as Theodore Joseph Orsini in January of 1993. All of the money, the estate, it's yours.
See, it doesn't matter whether you're a biological son or not.
As a matter of fact, even if the real Ted Orsini is alive out there somewhere, and someday he comes back to get his fair share, he's out of luck. Nola's will is incontestable, and that's the way she wanted it.
She loved you. She believed in you. No matter what.
Never seen Junior conk out so fast.
He's happy to be home.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you'd like to know about Ted.
You know, I don't need to hear about you and Tad. It's none of my business.
Really?
All I care about is us, Dixie. You and me.
Brian,
Listen, I want you to know something. If you want an annulment, it's yours. You're off the hook. No harm, no foul. I won't argue.
Thank you. Look, if you need anything.
Please, call.
I will, thanks. Take care.
come here. Your son is here.
It was a miracle. I couldn't have children. You gave me a son.
Your son is here.
You gave me a son.
Your son is here.
You gave me a son.
Your son is here.
You gave me a son.
Your son is here.
You gave me a son.
Your son is
You
here.
gave me a son.